Good day, students. Once again, I welcome you to this multimedia tutorial class for SS2. My name is Akinwewa Emmanuel. Now, today we are going to be considering program development, part 2. Program development, part 2. Now, our lesson objectives for today. At the end of this lesson, the people should know the stages involved in program development. That is our lesson objective for today. At the end of this class, you should know the stages involved when developing a program. Know the stages involved when developing a program. Now, when we talk about program development or computer program, rather, let me use the word. This is a collection of instructions that perform a specific task when executed by the computer. This is a collection of programs that perform a specific task when executed by the computer. A computer program requires a program to function. That is, a computer requires a program to function. And when we talk about a computer program, these are collections of instructions. These are combination of codes, instructions that are designed to perform a specific task. They are instructions, the lines of code developed together to perform a specific task, to execute a particular program. Everything we do in computer, they are lines of codes. They are what? They are line of codes. It is those lines of codes that we call what? A computer program. Now, a computer program is usually written by a computer programmer in a programming language. Now, when we talk about computer program, people who develop computer programs for you and I to use, we refer to them as computer programmers. We call them computer what? Computer programmers. They are the ones that sit down and develop codes, develop softwares, they develop set of instructions for you and me to work with. Like Zoom that you're currently using and your Microsoft PowerPoint, they have been developed by some set of scientists from Microsoft. They are computer programmer. They use what we call computer programming language. Remember, when we talk about computer programming language, the language that the computer will understand. So there are different programs that we can use to write computer programs. You all know of Java, you all know of C++, you all know of BASIC, which is your beginners of symbolic instruction codes. You all know of your PHP, you all know of your word Oracle, you all know of your Python, you all know of your word Turtle, and so many other programs. These are programs that can be used to develop computer programs. Now, number one thing you're going to consider under the program development is the problem analysis. I repeat again, problem analysis. Now, what is problem analysis? This is the process of automatically analyzing the behavior of computer programs regarding a property such as correctness, robustness, and safety. Computer analysis focuses on two major areas, program optimization and program correctness. Now, when we talk about program analysis, we are talking about to understudy that particular program for correctness, for safety, for corrections, to understudy something, to get more details, to know more about that particular program is what we call a program analysis. If you are asked to develop a code that will open your daddy's gate, you have to develop a code that will push one thing for one password on that. You have to know the problem and you have to study the problem first. So you can know how to attack what the problem. So under program development there, the first thing there is the program analysis. You should understand the problem. You should understand the behavior of the computer program regarding how such things work. Problem analysis. Number two is disk checking. Now when we talk about disk checking, this is an informal manual test that programmer can use to verify codes and algorithm logic before a program launch. When we talk about this checking, we can also say to test the program you have developed. To check for what? To check for errors. To test. To debug it before launch. It is not ideal for you to develop a program and launch the program and you begin to see a lot of bugs. You begin to see a lot of errors. You begin to see a lot of faults from that particular program. So you have to go about this what this check. So it's an informal way a computer programmer will use to verify the code and the algorithm to see probably they are correct, to see probably they are well written. This enables them to spot errors that might prevent a program from working as it should. You have to do about this what disk checking. Do about what disk checking. Checking for what? Checking for errors. Checking for what? Checking for errors. Probably that thing is correct or what or not. So you have to check your algorithm for what? For correctness. Probably that thing is executing or not what or not executing. Then three is testing and what? Debugging. When we talk about testing, it's the process of finding bugs or errors in a what? In a software product that is done manually by tester or can be automated. Now when we talk about testing, what we simply mean is looking for what? Looking for errors, looking for problems, looking for bugs that might affect the program during what? During execution. We call them what? We call them testing. You can pay people to help you test your your program for correctness, for genuity, before they can work, before you can deploy the program. While debugging is a process of fixing the bug found in a testing phase. Now when you text and you see any error, the next thing you have to debug. When we talk about debugging, you are trying to fix the fix the error. Fix the what? Fix the error. That we call what? To debug. This is what we call what? Debugging. After you have seen the error, you rectify, you correct, you readjust, you design the errors. Then you test again. Probably if you see another error again, you still try to check and correct the errors. Now, programmer or developer is responsible for debugging, and this can be automated. Let's differentiate both terms in tabular form. Now, what we are trying to say in essence is when we talk about programmer or developer is responsible for debugging and can be automated. What we're trying to say in essence is you cannot automate your debugging process. You cannot tell the computer to debug itself. You cannot tell the same line of code you are written to check probably the code is probably the code is correct or not. So you that develop program, you that test it yourself or you pay people to do that for you. We have some people that we call penetration testers. These are people that can help you when you develop a network and you feel you are okay. You can create these penetration testers, otherwise called hackers, to help you test, to help you look for loopholes, to help you look for bug in in these errors. Else, there might be a problem. So testing and debugging is also another important area that one needs to consider during a system development phase. Then lastly, we have the program coding. When we talk about program coding, also known as coding, is the process of creating software. The process of creating Of creating software. The process of creating lines of codes is what we call Program coding. We all do coding virtually every day of our life. You program your TV to switch up at social time. You program your decoder to switch to a particular channel at a particular time. You program your phone. You program your alarm. You program a lot of things to happen. Some of you even program totally staff that used to say when you touch it, you feel this the car should start beeping out, giving out an alarm. These are coding. So coding is something we want to work every day. But in this case now, we are saying embrace of creating computer software is all called what coding. Then the last one there is the program documentation. That talks about the manual, the processes in which you have to document your steps. So if you develop such program next time, you can really achieve your what your task. You can really achieve your what your will. Now we said the program documentation is a kind of documentation that gives a comprehensive procedural description of a program. It shows how the software is written. Documentation that will show how you are to show you what is those steps you've taken to develop your codes. It will tell you to show you those steps you have used to write your program to make other programs a bit easy when you are developing such program next time. So program documentation is what is key. You must document every stage. You must document every steps involved in your work in your programming. Else, if you fail to document your programs properly, you might not be able to have access to such program codes you've done. You might not remember them if you don't what if you don't document. So you have to document, you have to write them down, you have to document them. So that can aid you to do something or to do something better. And what we are trying to say in essence is when we talk about the plan development, the first thing we look at is the problem analysis. The second one there is disk checking, to test and verify the algorithm and verify the what the codes. The next one there is testing and what debugging. Test to see if that thing will run properly and debug if there's what if there are errors or there's an error that occurred during the process of what of testing. And also we talk about the program code. Those are the lines of code now that you use to create the what the software. The software. Then you also talk about the program what documentation. Those are the sequence of instruction, the sequence of steps, the guidelines, the procedures, rules you follow to achieve those tasks. In conclusion, all the stages stated above are important and must be followed sequentially during program development phase. Now you cannot bypass one step and go to the other step. There might be a problem during your program development phase. So in essence, what we are saying in essence is stages involving the program development must be followed one step after the other. You don't jump, you don't skip, you don't say I'll come back to do this. You follow them one after the other because each of them has an impact on on your lines of codes. Each of them have an impact on the lines of what instruction you have developed. So program development is key. It is something a computer programmer should imbibe. It is key because every computer programmer must follow sequence of instructions when doing this. Now, if you have further questions or you need to ask me some questions based on what you've read, your notes, and what you've listened to in this video, and you're not still clear enough, you can send a WhatsApp message to me through the WhatsApp platform, or you go online and verify more information yourself. And when you verify them and you're still a bit confused, you can also get back to me and I will communicate to you when due. And also, you can also send a message to me through your school portal. You can send a message to me. I'll be willing and ready to work to assist. Once again, my name is Akinboyua Emmanuel. Stay safe and have a nice day. Thank you.